Hello and welcome to today's episode of Mental Mommy. If this is your first time visiting us, we would like for you to please give us a thumbs up, follow, share, like, subscribe to our channel. Our channel is created to make sure that we help parents manage their stress and learn how to be mentally well in order to enhance the family dynamics with your children and family members to lead to more positive interactions. So we thank you for joining. And today's episode is a little bit different. If you are in the state of Georgia, you know that school is about to start. So today we're going to do a back to school Bliss video. I have 6 tips and strategies to prepare you and your family, your kids for a mentally well school year. If you are anything like me, if you have multiple children or just one child, sometimes the experience of school is not the best. Living in the world that we live in, our children are their own individual people, which is fine, and they have their own unique emotions that they have to deal with. And in the world that we live in, sometimes that's understood and sometimes it's not. So for me, I've experienced my kids having some good school years or some months good in school and other times struggling and me and the teacher working together or possibly at odds about how to make my child's experience at school the best. And so what I wanted to do is make sure that I share with you some of my top strategies on how to prepare my children for a mentally well school year. Okay. The first one is to connect and build a closer relationship with your child. This looks like spending quality time together, engaging in activities that they enjoy. This helps strengthen the bond that you and your child have and provides a sense of security and safety and support. For our children, it's super important that they know that their parent loves and cares for them, that their parent has their back. Anytime they go into a school, it could be that they are anxious about this experience. Just think about if you go to a new place you've never been before, how would you feel? Now, mind you, they may have been at this school before, or they may have been transient and that have not been at that school before. But most importantly, this is a new year. This is a new experience. They're having to learn a new teacher. They're having to learn new children. And they're probably, if they're like anything like my own children, worried about how hard the information is that they're going to learn in this upcoming school year. Have you ever thought about, or do you know if your children are actually scared about starting the school year? If not, this is a perfect time to have those conversations. So if you connect and build a closer relationship with your children, you can begin to see where they may struggle throughout the school year and where you can best support and step in now to minimize any issues that may arise. The second strategy that I want to share is to make sure you listen to your child about their school experiences. That means create an open and safe space for your child to share their thoughts and feelings about school. This helps them feel heard and valued. It's super important to me that I actually have these conversations with my own children. I have done this for years. I try to make sure that they know that their voice is heard because everyone wants to know that they are being heard, they are seen, they are valued. As their parents, that is our job to do. That has been my job, is to make sure that my child knows that if you're scared, I hear you, I see you, I value you, and I'm going to support you. And through this, it has made their experience, whether they feel it's scary or not, to go to school or to a new grade level or to be with a new teacher or meet new people, they feel a sense of safety because they know that their mom cares and that they are able to use their voice in a positive, calm way before school begins to be so stressful, because school can be a stressful place. I know that when we grew up, if you're anything like in my age bracket, you possibly heard, all you have to do, you don't have to do anything but go to school and just be great at school, or you don't have no bills to pay, or you don't have this, that, and the other. So just go to school. That's all I need you to do is go to school, be your best, do your best, be smart, get A's, get B's. That I can understand that. However, we need to take a step in our kids' shoes sometimes to understand that schools can be a scary place for children because now more children are having anxiety. It can also be that they're more scared about their skill level. I know sometimes I hear teachers and parents saying, "Oh, he's just lazy," or "She's just lazy," or "She don't want to do nothing." I venture to say, let's try and move away from those conversations because many times that's not it. My own children have shared with me, I care. It's just hard. I don't get it. And so they just sort of pull away from it. But my children, I've created the safe space of allowing them to understand how to have those conversations with me. So I definitely want you to make sure that you listen to your children about their school experiences. Not only that, express love and pride for your child. Regularly tell your child how much you love them and how proud you are of them. This positive reinforcement actually boosts their self esteem and their confidence. So, if just imagine how you feel when you know that others are proud of you, or that your kids love you, or that you've done something really well and people see you and you feel valued. How do you feel? You feel loved, your self esteem is higher, and you feel more confident to go out and do more things. If we build our babies up like this, just imagine the power that they can have at school, in their life, and in the future. So make sure you express to them how much you love them and the pride that you have in them because they are your child. Okay. I do that to my babies all the time. I grew up personally in a verbally and emotionally abusive home. So I make sure that I let my own children know how much I love them and how much they mean to me because those things were not shown to me. And it sort of stifled how I felt. I didn't feel confident. I didn't have high self esteem. I do now as I've continued to heal. But me being the parent I am in this day and age, I don't want my children to have to go through any unnecessary healing that they don't have to go through. So if I were you, I would definitely help them by expressing how much you love them and how proud of them you are. Okay. Anything that they do is a moment to tell them that you love them and that you're proud of them. My next strategy is to avoid comparisons of siblings. I am a mother of 6 wonderful children. And when I tell you, each of these 6 children have their own dynamic gifts. Not all children are the same, and children feel better when they don't have to be compared to another child. Recognize and celebrate your child's unique qualities and achievements. When you do this, you help them to feel better about themselves and know that they are seen and heard for who they are uniquely and authentically. Okay. If they learn at home that them being who they are is appreciated, loved, and valued, they don't have to worry about doing things or being in situations or friendships or acting certain ways where they get validation from someone else if they can get validation from you at home. Okay. So avoid the comparisons of siblings, and because comparing them to other siblings can just add unnecessary pressure and sometimes resentment. And then that's a whole nother set of issues that you have to deal with. And that's not what we need. And that's not what our babies need. The 5th one is to accept your child for who they are. Embrace your child's individuality and their personal growth. Support their personal growth, okay? And this acceptance helps them believe and have a strong sense of self-worth. Self-worth is super, super important when we're sending our babies to school. We need for them to feel confident and know who they are and that they are loved. So you can do this by making sure that you let them know that you appreciate them, you see their individuality, and you appreciate their growth. Help them to grow. help them to feel great about themselves. And number 6 is teach essential life skills. This means focusing on instilling kindness, empathy, love, and compassion. These skills we know are healthy. That's how we build healthy relationships and navigate life's challenges. The more that we teach our children how to be kind, empathetic, loving, and compassionate to others, the more we begin to change the dynamic of living in such a cruel world to a more loving and engaging safe world. So the more that you do and show them at home about how you love them and they see you being these things to others, they can go and carry those same examples into their learning space. And in them carrying that into their learning space, they create safer environments, not only for themselves, but for their classmates and their teachers. Because we know that we need our teachers to be there and we want our teachers at their best. So it's important that we help the best way we can by instilling so much pride, love, appreciation, dedication, devotion, all these things into our babies as we prepare them to have their best mentally well year ever. Okay. So these are my 6 strategies for you to start this school year off strong with your kids. If you need help or support around any of these topics, please leave a comment in the chat. I promise you I will get back to you. I will send you information. If you would like to, you can visit our page at innovationagentsconsulting.com. We have a parent support page. We have a mental mommy page there where we offer so many supports to parents to ensure that you have all the skills you need to be great parents throughout the school year and each and every day of your life. And I want you to know that if you've watched this video, you are showing that you want nothing but the best for your children. And I am proud of you. Okay. I know it's tough being a parent, but you've got this. You have it so much greater than you think. You're going to have a great year with your babies. We're going to believe that they're going to have a great year. You speak positivity. You speak life over them. And if it gets too hard and you just need someone to talk to or need a helping hand, reach out. Mental Mommy is here to help parents. Remember, we are here to help parents, to support you and to make sure you have the information, the skills, the tools you need to love on your babies, to be compassionate for your babies, to understand and see them because they love you and we want you to feel stress-free and mentally well to be able to show up for them. All right. Thank you. Have a great one and have a wonderful school year. Talk to you soon.